That is the network architecture and the key technologies. First, about the new technology, new architecture. 5G network can have two modes, okay, networking mode. We have mentioned this in the previous lesson also, okay. These two modes are NSA and SA, now these two modes. And SA here means non-standalone networking. And, NSA, okay, non-standalone networking. And SA means standalone networking. So non-standalone, what does it mean? It means it is not separated. It is not independent, okay? It is together with what? With 4G. We say 5G is not standing alone, okay? It's not an independent network, okay? It needs to coexist with 4G. You can see here for the non-standalone networking. In this network, we have the 5G new radio. This is a radio network, G node B, okay, radio now. And you can see the core network is EPC. EPC is the 4G core network. So you can see that the 5G, we have only radio introduced. And for the core network, we are still using 4G, okay? So we can say NSA is not a complete 5G. It's only partial 5G. Only the radio part, there is 5G. We introduce new radio technologies here in the 5G G node B, providing new radio. The radio interface can have more throughput, okay, can provide us more better data services. But we still use this old 4G core network. So in this mode, only eMBB service can be supported. Only eMBB service. Okay. For URLC and MNTC cannot be supported because that one needs the cooperation with the core network side, 5G core network. But while here we don't have the 5G core network, only 4G core network, so it can only support eMBB service. Okay. And also here you can see there are two kinds of lines. The dashed line means the control plane signal, control signaling. Okay. And for the solid line is the user plane information, just user data. Okay, like your video, okay, your pictures, those things. Okay, user plane. So for the non-standalone structure or networking mode, the control plane is on the LTE, LTE site, LTE E node B. Okay, we can see it is signaling anchor. Okay, and for 5G new radio, it only works on this user plane. It can provide more bandwidth for data service. And of course, there is a cooperation between the LTE site and the 5G site. Okay, these two base stations, they have this exchange of signaling and also for data. And for mobile, you can see that it has two connections. One connection is to the 4G LTE. Okay, another is to the connection to the 5G base station. We call this a multi-stream aggregation. Okay. So this is the NSA. And nowadays, all the commercial network is using this way. Okay. And in the future, they will evolve to this second one, SA, standalone networking mode. In this standalone networking mode, it means that 5G network is independent of 4G. We have one independent 5G network. We have the 5G new radio, okay, radio, and we also have the 5G core network. Okay, even without this 4G network, our 5G can work independently. So we need the 5G core network. And this one can support all kinds of services like eMBB, URLC, and MMTC. Okay, and it can also support network slicing. Okay, so for the first one, only eMBB service is supported. Okay, and for this one, all services are supported. So this is about these two networking mode. And about SA working mode in the future, all networks will be evolved to this type. Okay, more detailed. here. Okay. You can see this structure is very much like the LTE network, almost the same, but there are still some difference. First of all, here is a core network, and here is a radio network, two parts, okay? Core network and a radio network. And the radio network, the base station is called G node B, okay? G node B, while for LTE is called E node B, okay? 4G called E node B, 5G called G node B. And we also have this core network, they have this connection, okay? We have the connection for, it's named as NGC or NGU, okay? C for control plane, U for user plane. And also for the G node B, they have the internal interface called XN, XN interface between the E node Bs, G node Bs. They may have the coordination or handover, okay? They need to do some coordination between each other. Okay. And we can have a brief review about 4G. Okay, for 4G part, 4G here we will have a core network like MME, okay, and SGW and PGW, right? Okay, this is the network element in 4G. Now in 5G, it is changed to AMF and UPF. Okay, the name is changed. Function is similar. Okay, our MME's function converted into AMF, and our SCW, PGW mapping to the UPF, similar. And for the E node B, for 4G, it's called E node B, right? 4G called E node B. And the interface is just similar. This interface is called S1, okay? S1 interface. And this one is called NG interface. Name is different, but we have the same function, okay? And for this XN interface for the 4G is called X2 interface, right? Okay, X2. So structure is similar. And what is different is that in 5G, all this is changed to function. Okay, it's not a network element any longer. And network element, you can see some dedicated equipment. This is a SGW, that is a PGW. It's dedicated equipment. It cannot be used for other purpose, only for this LTE network. But for the 5G, we say the core network is cloud. Okay, is cloud core. Okay, it's cloud core network. It means that all these ones are installed at the in the server. Okay, in the server is a IT infrastructure. Okay, not a dedicated device any longer. Using IT server, it's common. Okay, common device. And all of these functions are just some software modules. Okay, this way. So this is different. This is hardware. Okay, realized by hardware entities. And this one is just some function. So it can be installed in positions anywhere that is needed. Not like this one. This one's function is coupled, okay, with the hardware. And the software then, it will be decoupled with hardware. Okay, so this is the difference, okay, between the 4G and 5G for the network structure, okay, of the SA. Okay, this page shows us the mapping, okay, between the entities, NE, okay, network element in 4G and the function of 5G, okay. These ones are the entities in 4G, okay. They are mapped to the functions of 5G. MME, okay, mobility management entity in 5G, in 4G. Its function is mobility management, user authentication, and session management. This is a function of MME in 4G. And now in 5G, it is mapped to this function. It's mapped to AMF, mobility management to access and mobility function, okay, in 5G. And user authentication of MME mapped to AUSF, okay, authentication security function. Okay. And the session management, okay, mapped to SMF, session management function. Okay. And for session management, not only in MME, also in PGW. Okay, PGW also has a function. Okay, all of these two parts, okay, mapped to one function, SMF. Okay, and others, PGW user plane, SW user plane mapped to UPF. Okay, user plane function, and PCRF mapped to PCF. Okay, and HSS mapped to UDM. Okay, unified data management. Okay, so these are the mapping, okay, between 4G network element and 5G network functions.